Good morning, church. It's good to be with you today. Today we're finishing up Ecclesiastes, and tomorrow we start into the strangest book of the Bible, I think, the Song of Solomon or the Song of Songs, but we'll talk about that when we get there. Today, chapter 10, verse 1, dead flies make a perfumer's oil ferment and stink, so a little folly outweighs wisdom and honor. We have this truism. How is our Christian life called? It is called up into the highest of heights, into perfection. There is no evil in God. There's that yin-yang philosophy, a little good and evil, a little evil and good. That's not how our God is. He's perfect. He's holy. He's righteous, other than us. His thoughts are not our thoughts. A little evil corrupts much good. Jesus said it this way, right? A little leaven leavens the whole batch. So we have to purge that out. What is the little bit of evil that is left in our lives? We have to be pursuing God, chasing after Him to see if He will continue to purify us and bring us into all righteousness. Ephesians 5 again highlights this more. Therefore be imitators of God as dearly loved children, and walk in love, as Christ also loved us and gave Himself for us, a sacrificial and fragrant offering to God. But sexual immorality and any impurity or greed should not even be heard of among you, as is proper for saints. Obscene and foolish talking or crude joking are not suitable, but rather giving thanks. For know and recognize this: every sexually immoral or impure or greedy person who is an idolater does not have an inheritance in the kingdom of Christ and of God. If we jump to 15, pay careful attention then to how you live, not as unwise people, but as wise, making the most of the time, because the days are evil. So don't be foolish, but understand what the Lord's will is. Don't be foolish. Don't let a little fly ferment the ointment, but understand what God's will is. How do we go about understanding God's will? Well, it's just what we're doing here today. Reading God's Word together, talking about it, praying over it, praying and listening, and then acting, doing it, being imitators of God, Paul says, which is living our lives sacrificially for others, demonstrating love, correcting wrong. This list is huge. We could go on, but we won't know how to imitate God if we don't read His Word, if we don't pursue Him and seek His will. So church, that's the encouragement today. Ask God, what's that fly in the ointment? How do I get it out? God, help me. Purify my heart. Make me white as snow. Remove that dross from me so that I can be an imitator of who You are and live my life to the calling, living worthy of the calling that You have called me up to. I love you, church, and I look forward to seeing you today.